Hi, Julie Torrens here. So I grabbed my punches, 2 inch, 1 inch, and two different 3.5 inches. This is a plain circle and this has a ruffled edge. And I kind of went ham. Why, you ask? Well, what I want to do, and I'm going to leave my 1 inch here because that's handy. I want to make some more pockets, tucks, and that kind of thing. And I like making them out of circles. So I went ahead and just punched a variety. So I've got some book page, I've got some of my digital, I've got some of the paper that I got from Sonia in the Happy Mail. So I've just got a variety and I want to layer these up and make, as I say, some pockets or some tucks. So let's get started and see what we can do. So here's one. I like it. And here's a piece of book page. And then we could use a 1 inch like that. Isn't that pretty? And these make really cute little tucks, and you can even turn them into pockets, and I'll show you that. So let's start gluing. I'm gonna get my glue stick, and I'm right now, the reason why I'm hesitating, I'm thinking about inking the edges. I think especially the book page, but I think all of it would benefit from the edges because they're kind of busy, and I think it'll give them a frame. So I'm going to use my sepia, and let's get these guys inked up a bit. And this has that ruffly edge, so I'm just catching the tips of those, which I think is fine. So how are you? What's on your desk? What are you working on? Let's do this one too while we're thinking and inking. That's what Gail Agostinelli would say. She's inking and thinking. So I'm working working for my bugs and butterflies. We'll do one more. This, oh boy, what side do I want? I think I want this side. And this is scrapbook paper, and so it will have that white edge, so that's fine. All right, I won't go too crazy, but that's fine. But let's get the other pieces that we thought about putting on. Now, this is old dictionary page. It is fragile and soft, so I went in with 3 pages at a time. So with two cuts, I had 6 circles. Does that make sense? You know, because I knew that if I just did one at a time, no, it would have just folded in there. It wouldn't have actually cut the, look at that. See, isn't that cute? But I'm seeing all the little crumbs. Let's just knock off those little crumbs because they will, see how they smear? Oy, oy, oy. And they'll smear on the backs. And I don't know, I don't mind grungy, but I don't like it when things look sloppy. So I'm just gonna knock the little ones off of this, and we can just use a different side of it. Okay, so now let's glue these together. And don't worry if you don't get everything perfectly centered. It doesn't matter. This is handmade. If people want perfectly printed from, then that's something that they can buy, and it's all done by machine. I mean, I try, but I don't get anxiety over it. Okay, how about this one? Is that the one well, one of these I inked, for goodness sakes. I think it was, oh, Julie, here it is. You were probably telling me all along. Okay. Now, I'll show you. Here is the center of my upcoming journal. See? But like this, you can glue it here in the corner and just put glue on part, and then it becomes a place that you can tuck things. And isn't that pretty? And we could even put 2 on a page. Sure. But I'm just going to put this now in my little box of everything that belongs to this journal. Like I can see that from here. Oh yeah, I can. There we go. All right. Okay. I'm seeing those inky crumbs, and I don't want to get ink smears everywhere if I can avoid it. All right, let's put together a few more of these. So we inked up this one and a piece of book page. I don't know that that needs to be inked because it's on that brown. And then we could do that. Now that doesn't show up very good. What about another piece of the brown? Oh, let's do that. I like that. See how quick and easy these are, but yet I think they look special. I really do. I think they look unique. As a matter of fact, I've done them in my journals, but I haven't done them on a video. And I have not seen anybody else, but that doesn't mean they didn't. You're pretty hard pressed to come up with an idea that no one has ever done. There we go. There's another one. Beautiful. Okay, couple more. This one we inked up already. Piece of book page. Now I am going to ink that one up, but what are we going to put in the middle? I brought these out. These are my little punches. And this one has a flower because this is the bugs and butterfly journal. So having a flower in the middle, I think that'll be fine. But I definitely think this one needs inking. Let's go with a different part of the sponge here. I'm going to do it over my book. I'm going to give it a good edge. More like a frame. There we go. Yeah. See, I like that. With that, done. It's so pretty. Well, to me, it's pretty. I hope you think it's pretty. Let me know in the comments if you've made any circle tucks or circle pockets or anything like that. I'm interested to know. I'm always interested. Now, this is made out of, it'll come to me, watercolor paper. Very absorbent. So I'm going ahead with the art glitter glue instead of my glue stick. Good. And get the extra. And there. Now I may or may not use all of these in my journal. Now this one. Can you see what I got here? That's that manufacturing label, you know, the who made it kind of a thing. I'm just going to grab some scissors. I'm going to cut this out or off, just like that. And this one we can turn into a pocket. So I'm going to grab my 1-inch punch, and I'm going to try to catch the center. just like that. Let's ink up the edges because they're very white. I don't know if you can see it, but they are very white. Okay, isn't that a cute pocket? I know you love it. All right, let's look at some Julie flowers. Make some room here. Got my leaves, or a butterfly, or a bug. How about that? Because we've already got flowers. Is this too big? Well, I don't think so. No, I think that's fine. Okay, we'll go with that. And then everything else in there is a bit big. I have these these are from the little stamps that Sonia stamped some bugs for me. Maybe we'll put him here, and the bug could go up here. The bug seems big. I am going to just cut kind of like a kiss cut, you know. I'm not cutting out the bug every little leg and all. I'm just cutting it around. Fine. I think that's a cute pocket. Let's glue her up. Now the butterfly that I'm using is from Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodah, and she was just having a bit of a rough go of it for a little while. She still is. I mean, I not that she has said, but I just know those kinds of things don't go away too quickly. But I just went and picked up a couple of her digitals as a way of saying, I'm thinking about you. And let's put some antenna on. Too thin, too light for on that dark brown. Hey, maybe I'll go with white. There's a thought. Yep. Go right over the mark I made. I think that looks fine. Very nice. You know what? Should I outline the butterfly? Let's try. Can't hurt. Yeah, that's looking good. And I realize it doesn't show up as much over the pink flowers, but it's there. When you're holding it in your hand, you'll see it. I like that. I think I'm going to go here and outline the body and maybe give it some stripes. And maybe 3 dots, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dots. Yeah, that looks cute. Maybe 3 dots down here. There. That looks pretty. Did I glue this one down? I did. Okay, that is a cute little pocket. Needs to dry. So I'm just going to set it aside, but not push it into the little basket yet, because that definitely needs to dry. And let's put the lid back on here. So I hope you're getting the feel of this. We could make another pocket. I mean, this has such a cool butterfly right there. So I'm just going to cut the bottom off. And again, this was a 3.5 inch circle punch. Use what you have. If you have die cuts, you can just take something like this, draw a circle around it, cut it out. Why not? I want to try to center this a little. Okay. cute little pocket. Instead of sepia, let's get peachy keen. But I think these are fun little pockets. And again, I've seen similar shaped pockets in digital kits, but I never saw anyone take a big old punch and just make their own like this. If you have, send me the link in the comments. Okay, that looks sweet. And we'll get out we've got butterflies, so let's look at the bugs. There's a big old ladybug. I don't think she's too big. I'm going to take her out of the frame, but I don't think she's too big. I could just cut her out, or it's like she's sitting on a piece of script handwriting paper. So I'm just gonna kind of tear around. I'm trying not to tear her legs off, but if I do, well, I do. No pressure. There's nobody you're trying to satisfy but you. And you might say, well, Julie, I don't make journals. I didn't. Even 6 months ago, I didn't either. But if you're a card maker, why can't you put a little pocket with a little gift card or whatever you want to put in your card? Why not? I think that looks good. I really do. Maybe one of these round guys again. Let's see. This one's kind of flower-like. I like that. Maybe not the blue. Blue's a little stark on there, isn't it? Maybe something that's just a little more towards the colorway. It doesn't have to jump out at us. How about that little cluster of flowers? I like that better. Okay. Very, very good. I'm going to get this peach. This is a circle that I cut out of my digital. It's on PM Artist Studio, and in there is a page of little 1-inch designs, and you can just go in there if you want, and you can cut them all out with a 1-inch punch, or you can just use the sheet as a whole. I don't know if I have any of that. I don't have any of that handy, but I've just used it, the whole sheet, to make stuff. Yep. I will leave a link to PM Artist Studios and my my download. I think they call them printables. Yes, that looks nice. I like that. Okay, let's get our our ladybug down. Or maybe where you live they call them ladybirds. They are very beneficial to your garden. They sure are. Because they eat the aphids off the roses, which is great. I'm sure they eat aphids off of anything that's out there. Well, I kind of mushed it, but that's okay. There. It's fine. And there's another little pocket. Isn't that something? And it is not too small. I mean, you can see that you'll be able to put a little something in there. Cute. Okay. That one can go right in the done basket. And then the butterfly one that we just did, this one, I'm going to put it in the basket now that it's dry. Oh, I'm just tickled. This is great. We're getting a lot done. Okay. Another circle, maybe. Now, see, I like that combo. And then maybe something a little less va-va-va-voom. Nah, too chaotic. This came from the paper that's at the bottom. It's got a little white flower. I don't know if you can see that. This also came from the paper that's at the bottom. Okay. Okay. That looks good to me. And I'm going to keep using this peach. And I'm going to go ahead and ink these edges up. So today is Monday, the 24th of June. So July. Oh boy, I lost a whole month. And you know, I'm reading reports on my Facebook of people that have leaves turning already. It's like, what? No, it's too soon. And my daughter-in-law, she heard katydids the other night, or some people call them cicadas. Now, here in Michigan, I don't know how it is in other parts of the country, but here in Michigan, they've always said that when the first time you hear the katydids, so that means they came up out of the ground, they matured and they're up out of the ground, it's 6 weeks to the first killing frost. Now, not the first time there's frost, but a killing frost, like the one that makes all your tomato plants go wimp. That's the kind. All right, I still see some of those crumbs. There we go. All right. That is pretty. I'm going to put this on there. Gentle, gentle. We've had enough rain lately. I mean, not too much, not too little. I still have had to water my plants on the balcony because, you know, they don't keep the moisture like if something is in the ground. So, but I know my son and daughter-in-law's grass looks beautiful, and they water, but it was watering or not, for June, it was just very, very, that's pretty, isn't it? It was very dry here. Okay. I still have more of these, and I'm just going to set them aside because I think you're getting the idea of how I make these. And let's just see how time takes us. I found this in my scraps. I thought this could be a cool belly band. Now, I know I have one belly band, but what about 2 belly bands? Is that too many? Let me know in the comments if you think 2 belly bands is too many. My journal is a 1 signature. I think I have 11 pages, maybe 12. I know that most people do like 16 to 20, but I just seem to stuff them so full that it's overwhelming to the spine. So I'm using a bit less than I have in the past. Okay, so let's get our sample. Is this, see? Okay. So see, I think this is a nice belly band size. Yeah, I think that's good. And this is watercolor paper, so it's stiff. So what about in the middle here? What can we put? I'm looking around. Book page? Should we? I don't know. Well, we can get some book page ready and see what we think. This book doesn't tear that great. Maybe if I went more towards the front. Yeah, maybe I was just trying too much into the middle. All right, and this is I would say like a junior high maybe kind of book, but I picked it because it doesn't have bad words. Okay, I can definitely pull all the borders off all the way around, and it won't be too small. sometimes it's hard to get these. You know, like I don't know where to hold it. And as I say, this is not a happy terror book, that's for sure. You get something and you lose something, huh? I gained no bad words. I lost the ability to tear it. That way's a little bit better, but normally one way is great. No, not this one. And it all just has to do with the fibers. And this book has got to be 20 years old. Now I say that, now I feel like I should look because I don't really know. But I got it from Friends of the Library. I think I paid it a dime or a quarter for it. But it was destined for the trash, so I rescued it from the trash. Okay. This one should be a little less difficult. It all depends, too, on how the book was kept. If it was in a car trunk for a while, that's going to make it more crispy faster. I think I'm going to take it down just a little. We can use this on something else. And now, tear it this way. And let's just see what we got. All this, and maybe we don't even like it. I do like it. I think it's fine. Let's glue it down. Quick, before we change our minds. And I'm being as gentle as I can because this is delicate. Okay. I like that. Can you see the gold shimmer on there? I used some metallic paint. I've got some washi. What would that be like? I like the color. Let's put a strip of this on. I'm going to cut it. And I don't even know. I believe this one is from American Crafts, but I can't swear to it. Okay. Hey, hey, hey. What do you think for a belly band? Now, the other belly band, I'm reaching, I got a dragonfly, and it's die cut. The other belly band I have for this book, it's a die cut like that, and it hangs over, and I think it's cool. But we don't need two the same. I have these from Miss Sonia. Let's see if we can pick out some butterflies from this. I think we can. Now this guy has a little broken leg. But if we just, yeah, he's too big and he's got a broken leg. So we'll still use him. He's okay. That would have to go pretty up and down. Well, it's good. It's a good start. Okay. And then I've got this little pouch of real tiny ones. And there's solid ones and there's like lacy ones. See, like that one's kind of lacy. I don't mind the laciness, just letting it show through. I have a yellow lacy one. And a light green lacy one. I think that's a pretty belly band. I'm going with that. Let me know what you think, but I think that's just great. You know, the next video, we are going to be stitching that journal together. Or maybe I'll just, you've already seen me stitch, I don't know, 4 journals together. So I could always just link that and I could stitch it on my own since you've seen me do it so many times. And then we'll start decorating. Yep. I'm using the art glitter glue because that first one was very shiny, but it's pretty. And then this is so lacy that it will just tear up a glue stick. Thank you, Miss Sonia. She made me this Happy Mail packet with knowing that I was doing the butterfly and bug journal. Okay, that's a cute belly band. I really like it, and I don't think it needs inking around the edge, but once I get it on a paper, maybe I'll change my mind, but let's just see. Look, that might just be the page it goes on. I like that. And I could put a little bug down here. Okay. Well, well, well. I think we did great. I am going to maybe kind of rinse and repeat what I've done to make a few more. But thank you for being with me for this little project. Please consider a thumbs up if you like my video. It helps my channel so much. Subscribe if you haven't. Today's a great day to subscribe and it's free. I look forward to seeing you